Welcome back to the channel everybody, and today we are looking at the most improved Premier League players this season. Before we start, don't forget to like the video. Let's get into it. Starting off at number 10, we've got Bruno Guimaraes. It took just a few minutes for Newcastle fans to fall in love with the Brazilian, and it didn't take long for that love to be returned. Bruno appeared to be too excellent for Newcastle when he initially arrived in January, but that appears to have changed, or at least the difference in quality has shrunk dramatically. Not because the midfielder's form has slipped, but because he's been pushing the squad up to his level. He appears to spend a lot of time on the ball, which is always an indication of a very talented operator. And despite his desire to be progressive whenever feasible, he rarely loses possession. Despite their best efforts, Newcastle may have a difficult time keeping their favourite this summer. Number 9, we have Kaoru Mitoma. What a revelation Mitoma has been this season. Brighton signed Mitoma for a bargain £2.5 million from Kawasaki Frontale in 2021, and he arrived in England a virtual unknown last summer following a loan spell in Belgium. The Japanese winger has been in electric form for Brighton since returning from the World Cup in Qatar. With 10 goals and 6 assists in all competitions, this season many thought Brighton would struggle after losing Trossard in January, but Mitoma has proven everyone wrong. Many clubs will be looking for the Japanese man's signature in the summer. Number 8 is Andreas Pereira. The Brazilian was seen by many as a Man United reject after he left the Reds in summer of 2022 after a few disappointing loan spells at Valencia and Lazio. He transferred to recently promoted Fulham, who were tipped by many to be fighting relegation. However, this season he has been a revelation under Marco Silva, providing 4 goals and 6 assists in all competitions and becoming one of the standout players at Craven Cottage. And with him being 27, he is now entering his prime. Expect to see much more of him in the coming seasons. Coming in at number 7, we have Alexis Mac Allister. Brighton's World Cup winner Alexis Mac Allister has been superb this season in an overachieving, Europe-chasing Brighton side. Brighton have had an immense season and are playing way beyond expectations. Not only did Mac Allister win the World Cup with Argentina, but he's helped the Seagulls to become one of the most exciting clubs in Europe. He's become one of Brighton's many goal scorers after bagging 8 goals in 23 appearances from midfield. After confirming he will look at his options at the end of the season, where could you see Alexis Mac Allister playing next season? Let us know in the comments below. At number 6 we have Jack Grealish. Grealish had the world at his feet while he was playing for Aston Villa. The 27-year-old had a stellar 2020-21 campaign, where he scored 6 goals and assisted 10 for the club, leading to Pep Guardiola bringing him to Manchester City for £100 million. Although the Blues were able to win the Premier League trophy in the 2021-22 season, many felt that Grealish was one of the biggest flops of the transfer window. However, the Englishman has repaid the faith that Pep has shown in him this season. After scoring goals against Arsenal, Man United and Liverpool, he has proven to be a key asset to the City side and finally settled in at the Etihad. In at number 5 is Leandro Trossard. Arsenal's January signing has been on fire this season no matter which club he has been at. Signed in January for £27 million, he made an instant impact by scoring a key goal against Brentford to power Arsenal's title charge further. The Belgian has 8 goals and 9 assists for the Gunners and has constantly been a source of threat even when he comes off the bench. Arteta has a hard task picking his left winger for games this season, with Trossard and Martinelli going head to head for a spot in the team. For such a cheap price, Arsenal landed themselves a bargain, and with Trossard being 28, he will be at the peak of his powers for at least another 2 seasons. Just missing out on the top 3 most improved is Ivan Toney. Brentford's main man has had another great season in the Premier League. He is currently 3rd top goal scorer with 17, and he is attracting heavy interest from big clubs around England in need of a number 9. Brentford have had an outstanding season under Thomas Frank and deserve huge credit for their performances. Toney has benefited from Brentford's high intensity style and seems to have nailed down a squad role in the England setup. Should Ivan Toney leave Brentford in the summer? Let us know in the comments below. Now on to the top 3. Coming in 3rd is Marcus Rashford. Rashford has had somewhat of a renaissance season for Man United this season. The Red Devils forward can simply do no wrong at the moment, having netted 15 goals in 17 appearances since the season resumed after the World Cup, playing a huge role in Man United's Carabao Cup final victory over Newcastle. Rashford has shown what he can really do and has raised eyebrows around the world. The Englishman seems to have found an extra yard of pace this season and has shown no signs of slowing down. Rumoured to be leaving in the summer, United will do everything they can to keep hold of their fan favourite. Claiming 2nd spot is Martin Odegaard. Arteta has been full of praise for the 23-year-old after the bold decision to name him captain this season. However, his faith has been repaid with a number of top performances this season. The Norwegian has really taken to the Premier League and has been one of the best players in the league this season. With 10 goals and 7 assists, Arteta has got the best out of him and would be a dream for any side. Odegaard has been at the centre of an unexpected title charge for Arsenal this season and will be key for them in years to come. And finally, at number 1, claiming the gold medal for most improved this season is Bukayo Saka. Saka, who came through Arsenal's youth ranks, has been in a top form for the London club this season with 12 goals and 10 assists in the Premier League as they lead the points table. Saka has bounced back brilliantly from missing a decisive penalty in the shootout in the Euro 2020 final and is tipped to be a serious rival to Man City's Erling Haaland for the Player of the Season award. Saka has looked so dangerous this season when cutting in from the right hand side, and defenders can only pray when coming up against him. And that's our list for the most improved players in the Premier League this season. Is there anyone we missed out, anyone you agree or disagree with? Don't forget to let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one, guys.